So hey guys, welcome back to From the Nest. Today I have Chase with me today, and we are going to do part 2 of what's it like to share our lives on YouTube. Are you pretty excited, Chase?
Yep.
So Chase has been playing with the equipment, right? Because he finds it a little bizarre. So give us your hello.
Hello.
That's not what you were doing at all. So today we're going to chat a little bit about our lives on YouTube and from Ken and Chase's perspective. And we're going to see what Chase thinks, because I honestly have no idea what his answers are going to be today.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So question number 1. Let's start out with positives in regards to daily vlogging. Let's start with positives, and then you can give them the dirty negatives. Okay, so what do you think the positives are in regards to daily vlogging?
You go first.
I'm asking you the question, and you don't have to dip into the microphone.
I don't know.
So, all right, I'll start, and you can chime in. So, positives of daily vlogging is, I think, from my perspective, is we put our lives on YouTube, and it's fun to go back, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years prior to, and look how much you guys have grown and how much we've changed. Negatives of daily vlogging.
We're gonna skip positives then.
We'll come back to positives. Let's
right.
do negatives.
Well, like having to take the camera and everything to wrestling tournaments and stuff all the time like that, and it's
I don't think it's that big of a deal to you to take a camera. I mean, I'm filming your matches anyways, right? So really, we're just doing the intro stuff. I don't think that's that bad. How about negative, knowing you're on camera a lot of the time?
That's not that's not really the bad part. I'm used to being on camera after a long time.
Yeah, because you've been doing it for how long now?
A long time.
How long do you think?
I don't know, forever.
So ever since you can remember, you've been on film on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So that's really, it's not a negative because you're comfortable doing it then? Or is it a negative?
I don't know.
How about a negative, being filmed with your friends? Does that bother you?
No.
Doesn't bother you at all? So is that a positive? Do your friends think it's cool?
Yeah.
Do they? Do they like being on film?
Yeah.
Do any of them watch your videos?
Yeah.
So you're not embarrassed at all by being on camera at all?
No.
Are you nervous right now?
No.
No. How come you're giving me one-word answers?
Because I don't know.
All right. So
you're kind of giving me one answer questions.
So what are some of the positives you think of daily vlogging?
Like you said, is I'll get to look back and see what I did throughout my life.
Yeah. Do you watch old videos?
I have before. I looked at this one video of me and Joey a long time ago, and it was our voices were really squeaky, and I thought it was hilarious.
Were you guys doing a challenge or something like that?
Yeah, it was a pizza challenge or something like that.
Do you ever see Joe at school? Does he talk about being on YouTube at all?
No.
Do you think your friends, do they consider you Chase from Our Family Nest, or are you just Chase? They don't even...
Chase.
Just Chase?
I mean,
I've heard some of your teammates call you Chase from Our Family Nest.
I mean, it's kind of who I am now, honestly, because it's been a part of my life for so long.
Yeah, even though it's only been 4 years. And you're almost 16 now, so you were what, almost 12?
12.
12 years old.
It feels like they've been doing this since 6.
No. So next question, how has being on YouTube changed your life? I'll do a 2-part question. How's it changed your life? Let's do that one first.
So at school, I used to be scared to do presentations and stuff like that, but now it's really easy for me to do that. I used to get really nervous and stuff like that, but I don't anymore.
That's good. Well, that's part of growing up too. I think it gets easier as you get older and more mature. What else how else has it changed your life? Well,
it's given us more opportunities to go out and do stuff as a family, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah. So it's created opportunities for us to do some cool things, as well as some financial freedoms. So therefore, you're allowed to get some cool stuff that you probably wouldn't get if mom and dad had normal jobs. Even though I do have a normal job on top of doing YouTube, how has it impacted your life for negative at all?
Not really.
No. So, do you feel Do you feel like you're famous? Do you feel like, are you just you're just Chase?
Kind of both.
Kind of both.
Yeah. I mean, like, when I walk around, it's like everybody knows who I am, kind of, but it's not like I'm like an NFL player and everybody knows who I am, like, around the entire world and stuff like that.
Do any of them ask you for autographs? No.
Like, it's not like that. I don't know.
It's just the people are aware and recognize who you are, right? So you don't feel famous. You just feel like, hey, everybody knows me.
Yeah.
So at what point did you feel we found success on YouTube? Do you even remember that breaking point or not really?
No, not really.
Because let's see, what grade were you in when we really started?
I remember like getting like 100,000 and it just started escalating really fast from there.
What grade were you in? Do you remember? 100,000. That was
like
probably
6th grade, 5th grade.
Let's see. So it would be roughly 4 years ago, right? 2014. So October 2014. So 4 years ago, you were in 5th grade. And back then, you probably didn't even think about it. It wasn't even that big of a... It's not like your friends at school, oh, Chase from Our Family Nest at 100,000 subscribers, did they?
No, not really.
No. So then in 6th grade, we were probably, at maybe 250,000?
Yeah.
And then at what grade did you start feeling like, hey, we're kind of successful? Is it like when we started doing the big brand deals, or...
I have no idea.
You don't remember?
It's just like when all my friends like started calling me Chase from Our Family Nest and like we're like watching all of our videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But like not really now. People don't like say that stuff to me. They don't like, oh, I watched your video like a while back or whatever. It's just like kind of like I already know that they did because like I've gotten enough of it. And like every now and then some people ask me like how many subscribers are you guys at, and they like, look it up or whatever because I don't really keep count.
Yeah. Do you remember? Actually, this was kind of funny when we were on that one wrestling trip. I think we were at States, and everybody was in the hallway, and I was filmed. Do you remember all the kids were getting filmed? Remember that when we were at the hotel? Do you remember?
Yeah, with like Zach dancing and all.
Yeah,
that.
everyone was dancing in the hallway because they wanted to be on Our Family Nest.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, and that was probably 2 years ago, maybe 3 years.
Probably 6th grade.
6th grade.
3 years ago.
So that might be the turning point then when people started recognizing who we were because of YouTube. So what do you foresee the future of our channel? I mean, what do you think? Where do you think YouTube's going in regards to social networking? Do you think it'll continue to grow? Do you think it'll stay the same? Or do you think it'll crash and burn?
I don't really follow like a lot of YouTube stuff, but Mom has been like talking about like not like currently, but like before she's been talking about how it's kind of crashing a little bit. I don't know if it still is or not.
I don't think she said it was crashing by any
like
means.
there was all the talk with like the net neutrality stuff and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, with net neutrality and YouTube doing some consolidation with subscribers and demonetizing others that are posting it up there, posting their videos and creating channels. So it's kind of, I mean, I think they're consolidating, which is a good thing, but I don't know if it's necessarily helped YouTube at all by doing the the consolidation and really tackling people for
bad words.
Not just bad words.
Yeah, but that kind of killed them too with the bad words and stuff because like a lot of the YouTubers would sit and scream their heads off, and that's what all the little kids liked until they made it like this family friendly kind of thing. But like not a lot of the gamer channels, like a lot of them started going to Twitch now.
Really? I did not know that. So what you're saying is YouTube's kind of stepped into your Second Amendment a little bit and kind of controlled what's posted on YouTube and what's not posted?
I guess.
Yeah, that is interesting because I think the standpoint is they had advertisers that were, well, I don't want my advertisement on this channel because there's foul language or what have you. So they started to really take control of those channels because the advertisers is the one that pays the bills. So where do you think YouTube in general will go? I mean, do you think it'll let's just say 5 years from now, do you think YouTube will still exist?
Yeah.
Do you? But you think it'll be more family friendly, or do you think what types of YouTubers will there be? kind of more of the same or different, or what are your thoughts?
Well, even now it's kind of just all over the place. Everybody kind of does their own thing. I think it'll probably be the same.
Do you? So what kind of channels do you watch on YouTube?
Gaming channels. That's about it.
That's it. So you're watching gaming channels. What kind of games?
Well, like I watch like Fortnite and Madden and all that stuff and 2K.
So explain to me this Fortnite. Have you played PUBG, Player Unknown?
No.
So you haven't played that, but you've played Fortnite. Why is it so addictive? I want to know that. So tell me about the game. Your thoughts. I know we're supposed to be talking about YouTube, but I want to understand. Since you're watching gaming channels on YouTube, what is your thought process on this Fortnite game that everybody's watching?
Well, a bunch of my friends were playing it. At first, I thought it was just really stupid and kind of irrelevant. And I kept on seeing everybody's Snapchat stories. They were posting their wins and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I tried it out one day, and it was just, I didn't really like it at first. And then maybe like a week later, all my friends were like talking to me about it at school. I was like, all right, I'm going to try and be better than them, because me being as competitive as I am, I try to be better than them, and I still only have one win, and I'm not very good.
Right, that was my question. So you just started, last weekend?
Like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago?
Well, like, that's when I, first started, but, I didn't really, play, actually, play.
Yeah, because last weekend, I think you got your first... No, when did you get your first win? This week?
It was last weekend, or this weekend.
Yeah, this week. It was this week, because you came in downstairs to tell me you got your first win from doing what?
Camping.
I
got 4 kills though. That's not
all
that
right.
bad.
So what's the basis of the game then? What do you do?
All right. So there's the battle bus, and you drop out of the battle bus, and then you have to land at certain places on the map, and then you have to find weapons and find materials. So you have to build, and you have to run around and kill people basically. And then there's a circle around the map where you have to stay within the circle, and it's called the storm. And if you stay outside of the circle, then you get killed.
So it is very much like a Player Unknown PUBG. Then basically that's the same thing. You're dropped out of a plane with nothing but your clothes on your back, and you have to scavenger. And what you'll do is you'll spend 40, 50 minutes looking for stuff, and then as you said, you have to stay within the circle of battle. As the game progresses, and that circle gets smaller, right? Yeah. And if you're not in the circle, obviously you die. And if you are in the circle, it kind of forces you to battle with other opponents. Yeah. So you could spend 45 minutes, an hour collecting and be dead in 10 seconds.
Yep.
I don't get it. So I have friends that play it. I played it myself. I just
Fortnite?
I played PUBG, which is almost the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't get why everybody's so addicted. What makes you so addicted to that game?
Well, first of all, PUBG costs money, right?
It does.
Fortnite is free on Xbox and
but I don't think that's the difference of being addicted to it. I don't think whether or not it costs money or it's free.
The cartoon aspect of it makes it more attractive or more whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
Yeah. To children and stuff like that. So all the kids think it's cool because you get to build, and it's just, you get to play with teams, and you just get carried.
Like I said, I play Call of Duty and all that good stuff. And so when you watch these YouTube channels, these gaming channels, are you looking for tips, or are you just looking for entertainment, or how they do things? Tell me about that.
The one guy that I watch the most, probably, he just kind of messes around. He's not very good. Mm-hmm. And it's just funny to watch him.
Those are usually the funniest, or the ones that
they're not very good.
They're terrible, but their commentating is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. And it's this guy, he plays with these 3 little kids all the time, and they just sit and scream at each other for a whole hour and a half. It's hilarious.
So you watch that on YouTube, and then you said a lot of gamers are moving over to Twitch. So then, do you watch Twitch?
No. Cause
is Twitch audio, or is it a video?
Video. It's streaming only.
It's live streaming?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people take their live streams from Twitch and they put it on YouTube and stuff like that, and it's just double the views.
I gotcha.
And the game is even more popular now than it was before, because it came out on mobile. Uh-huh. And now there's even more girls at our school that are playing it.
Oh, really?
It's actually
hilarious. Do you guys play at school?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Grant doesn't like it. Grant's not very good at mobile.
No. So now, you got kids such as yourself that are staying up all night long playing the game, going to school tired, And then any chance they get, they whip out their phone and play some more then, right? That's called an addiction.
Yep.
So what is that doing to everybody's grades?
My grades are fine right now. I don't know about everybody else's.
Well, that's good. So let's go back to Our Family Nest a little. So should Our Family Nest put a gaming section on Our Family Nest, or do you think that'd be pointless?
No.
No what?
No gaming channel.
No gaming.
I've thought about making my own channel, but I don't know.
No? What about Twitch? Should Our Family Nest have a Twitch account?
No.
No? Because they don't want to really hear you and Blake spew out bad words while you're playing the game.
I don't say bad words.
No, that's good. So so you play on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Do you play with other friends on PlayStation or just random people?
Friends, and you can play solos.
Do you have a lot of friends that play PlayStation or Xbox?
Most of the people that I'm like friends with are on Xbox, and we always have big arguments about what Fortnite players are better, Xbox players, or PlayStation players, and we just argue with each other all the time.
Yeah, that's the never-ending battle of what platform's better, PlayStation or Xbox, and who has better players. That's been a never-ending battle forever. So with YouTube, we daily vlog, right? So we do our daily lives, and then we also do brand deals with clients. Do you like doing brand deals?
I guess.
Where they're structured like, remember, what was it, 2 summers ago? We went on Scott 1000 bus trip. Do you remember that? Was that fun?
Yeah.
What do you remember most from that trip?
Going to the water park and just...
Do you remember that place, what it was called?
Noah's Ark or something like that.
It was Noah's Ark, and what's the overall town called?
Wisconsin Dells.
Wisconsin Dells, yep.
And it was fun driving around playing Pokemon Go back when that was popular.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were on the Pokemon Go, so we were driving around the country trying to catch Pokemon.
Until I eventually started cheating, and then it kind of ruined the fun, and nobody likes it
It
anymore.
did. We would Chase and I would go out every Friday night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we would. What was the first place we'd stop?
Toledo or or McDonald's, and we get our Pokemon fuel.
Pokemon fuel. We'd get a McDonald's ice cream cone, and then we would drive around for hours on end trying to catch Pokemon.
We went with Andrew to like downtown Toledo and walked around for maybe like an hour.
Oh, it was longer than that. I think we were down there for a couple hours.
Jeez.
And then we pulled over on the side of the road to catch one big one. Do you remember doing that?
The big giant bat.
Yep. So Chase has answered some questions. I just want to kind of give my, overall positives and negatives regarding daily vlogging. Positives, what it does is it really, forces you to come out of your shell, to really focus on the things that you're doing during the day, to have a camera in front of you, to actually, give the viewer something interesting to watch, because it is daily vlogging, and some parts of your day aren't exactly the most exciting. The negative aspect is almost the exact same thing. Is you're always filming yourself, and you have to be presentable and be careful what you say, and all that good stuff. So I would say those are some of the negatives. But what it does is, the kids are getting older. They like to be by themselves doing their own things, and what I think the YouTube forces us to do is to come together as a family and film. Like Chase and I sitting here, we would probably not be sitting here talking to one another right now, would we?
Nope.
Although Chase and I, we spend quite a bit of time when we're traveling in the car. We get a wrestling tournament this weekend, state championship. I'm sure we'll hang out and be chatting, all that good stuff. YouTube's changed our lives, I think, for almost the same reason, really bringing us together to do things that we probably wouldn't normally do. And also, the financial freedoms it's created for our family. It sure beats going to an office every day and working for, let's call it Big Brother, or working for the man. It allows us to work at home and do the things that we like to do. At what point did you feel we found success on YouTube? For me, I still don't think we're at the Zen mark of what I think successful is. I think we do this as a hobby. Do I consider myself famous? Not at all, I guess. I just think this is part of who we are and what we do. Maybe once, we get to a certain level and, maybe double the subscribers, it'll be different. But as of right now, I don't think, I think success is really I guess, a trap word from the standpoint of everything we do, I think, is a success on a daily basis. Candi and I together, as well as the kids. So I mean, just to kind of capitalize on the success thing, for one of the reasons I don't feel successful all the time is because we're always trying to get better. And I think when you say the word success, it's a stopping point, and I don't think there's a stopping point. So we're continually trying to get better, be better, and do better at the things that we do. So to reach that goal of success may never happen. What do I see the future of our channel and the YouTube in general? YouTube's ever changing, so I really can't predict what's going to happen with YouTube. I know we're going to do what we can with YouTube and continue making memories as long as we can, and hopefully branch off. I know Carly wants to do some makeup and some fashion types of stuff, and Candi does her channel. So I mean, we'll just keep following where you guys are watching and listening, and take your ideas in and keep evolving into the next phase and next step. And someday, if you don't want to watch or listen to us anymore, then we'll just stop and do something else. But hopefully you enjoy listening to us and really following us in our journey here on YouTube as well as iTunes. So we're going to wrap that up for today. And if you really like listening to this podcast, you can watch the video as well. If you go to youtube.com/Candiland, CANDILAND, you can listen to it obviously on iTunes. Hopefully you're listening on iTunes as well as Stitcher. What's really important is for you, if you're on iTunes, to rate and review this podcast. And also for you listeners, we ask that you write in some questions for us. Maybe some topics. You can go to podcast. You can actually email us at podcast@ourfamilynest.com. Send those questions in or comments. Like I said, potentially here in the future, we may do some live calls. We'll go out on Instagram and do some posts and have maybe some callers call in. We'll give you a number. But thanks for listening today. Chase, thanks for joining me on this podcast. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yep.
So we're going to wish Chase a good luck at his wrestling tournament this weekend. And thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you here very soon.
Bye.